Hello, everybody. Today, I'm gonna be asking some questions and preaching about these verses that I found in the Bible. Mark, chapter 7, verses 7 through 9. So, what I learned about it is that it says that my dad told me once this question that I should ask: were we supposed to live free? Or do we have to follow Jesus and do what he did? Because he fulfilled all the laws. So do we have to follow him and do what he does and fulfill the laws? Or can we just live free and do whatever we want since he fulfilled the laws? So, well, if you have the question and your answer is we should follow Jesus and do what he says. But isn't that a little bit weird? Because look at us. If you have that type of answer, I'm gonna preach about it, and you're gonna like it. So, if you say we're supposed to do what Jesus says because he did it. Because he told us to do what he did in the Bible. And that's correct. But God sent the 10 Commandments. And he also sent feasts of the Bible. So there are tradition of men versus commandments of God. So some God's feasts are Passover, the Tabernacles, a lot of those stuff. But what's men's tradition is Christmas, Santa Claus thing, Easter bunny chocolate eggs. And that's so weird because look at us, we're celebrating stuff that has no sense with Jesus. And if you have that type of answer, you might be wondering, wait, if you're going to be all confused. I'm confused right now. I'm telling the thing and I'm getting confused. Because it's so weird. It's like these two questions that I'm going to tell you, that I'm asking you already, is like two you're not supposed to do, or two are you supposed to do? Is like, you're supposed to do both, but do you have to do both? You don't have to do both, or do you not do both? So it's a really hard question. Maybe you guys are, if you guys like already grown up and you guys like know about the Bible, you might know about this question. And by the way, I'm just 8 years old. So let me continue. So in men's tradition, we had Christmas, Easter. We're celebrating Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving. Did Jesus, when he was on earth, did he ever told us to celebrate his birth? Did he ever told us to celebrate his resurrection? Yeah, he never told us. But what he did told us was to celebrate Passover, the Tabernacles. That's what he did told us. So many of people might, I don't know, like more of the people on earth celebrate Christmas, Halloween, Easter. And they think, and the Christian ones might think it's God. God, like, oh, I'm celebrating Christmas. I'm celebrating God's birth. No, God never told us to do that. And then comes the Passover, and then he's like, oh, Passover, great, this is a special day. And you just think about it, and sometimes you do nothing. Sometimes you do stuff. Sometimes you go to Passover, sometimes you go to Tabernacles. Sometimes you go. But this question will make you feel a little bit weird. Yeah, and that what makes me feel weird about this question. So you know what I'm almost talking about. Now, let's move to the other question, that should we live free? Because if we should live free, why did God made the 10 commandments? Because if you're answering, oh, then we should live free, then why did God give us 10 commandments? If he let us go free, he gave the 10 commandments. Why do we have... So if your answer is we have to be free, think about the 10 commandments, because God gave us 10 commandments. 10 rules, commandments that we have to follow. He didn't say we have to follow. He said we can choose if we can follow, if we can live free, or if we can follow. And that is a choice. A good choice is to follow the 10 commandments. A bad choice is to not obey him, do whatever you want. That's a really bad choice. So you might be wondering, wait, so both of my answers are wrong. Wait. Is this like some type of like super tricky question? No. It's pure Bible, it's pure Holy Spirit. That's how God is. You can't explain it. This is the message for you guys. Yes, I preached about it. I asked you the questions. Yes, that was today message, and I hope you guys think about it and enjoy. Remember, that is God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's so magical. It's like far beyond them. It's so hard to understand. It seems easy when you go through the Bible and you start reading random. It seems like it's easy. You study it over and over again. You study the same verse over and over again. You found out more things that you haven't not even noticed. And that's so great about our God, our God, our real loving God. And that's our message for today. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.